Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are having an awesome day. And today we are gonna be talking about some hell and heaven conspiracy theories. So let's get into it. Firstly, let's talk about hell. Here are some of the common threats. It's a place that's hot and filled with fire and bad souls, people who did bad and awful things while they were alive and were living on earth. They suffer and burn here, and it's ruled by a devil who shows no mercy. Alright, so let's talk about where hell came from. It's the nether realm of the devil and the demons, in which condemned people suffer everlasting punishment. So, the dictionary says it's based on Hades, and Hades is a Greek god and is the ruler of the underworld where he lives and rules over that people, which is very similar to devil. And also Greek mythology and Christianity have a lot of differences, and technically Greek mythology came before Christianity, yet they both still have some type of devil who lives underworld, but they are not the only ones. In ancient Egyptian mythology, Osiris ruled over the dead in underworld called Galat. Meanwhile, Hindu cultures believed in Naraka, an underworld full of demons ruled by Yah, the god of death. So, the idea of a big evil entity living underground is something that a lot of different cultures believe.
All cultures have believed in a real underworld, a universe of the dead beneath the earth.
Almost every religion of the world believes in the place called hell, and it's actually believed as a literal, tangible place, this domain of evil beneath our feet.
Now, you must be thinking, how do we know that hell really exists? We can't go there. Well, that might not be true. There are a lot of people who have claimed to die, go to hell, and then came back to life. And sometimes it do happen. When a person dies, they see something that we can't, and then they come back to life.
Did you go to heaven?
Yes. I mean, in every sense of the word, that's what my experience showed me.
Even the actor Sharon Stone had a moment where she died and she went to somewhere.
It's sort of like passing out, except you pass kind of up.
You pass up.
Sort of, and you have this big blow up thing, and I don't know how to.
I don't know. I never had it, so I don't know. I'm waiting on you to tell me.
Anybody here have it? I don't know.
Well, she went to heaven, but for a lot of people, that's not the case. This pilot got in a plane crash and he was in hospital where he temporarily died, and he said he went to hell.
When I was in the darkness, I felt what it was like to be eternally doomed, incarcerated, and it was non-negotiable. There was no turning back.
Here's another man who talked about his experience of going to hell.
Just knew that I was going to hell, and I knew that was the enemy that came for me, because when I looked up, I looked right into his face and eyes, and it was so huge, it was almost looked like a fallen angel.
Now, there's a tape of a supposedly exorcismer, a teenage girl who is possessed by a demon and who hates hell.
Have you ever been to hell?
Yes.
What's it like down there?
It's so dark. It's so hot. It's so hot. It's burning up down there. People screaming. Everybody's screaming. Devil's down there. All of us are down there. Satan, he's down there. He doesn't like it. Nobody likes it down there. It's so hot. 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 It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It's there.
But for some people, it was like they temporarily died, and it was complete darkness, and then they came back to life. Now, all the people who said that they saw hell said very similar things. Is that because they really went there, or their brain just created an imaginary scene? Because that is what we are taught about hell, that it's burning, full of bad people who are getting punished by devil. Well, that brings us to few theories on why people see different things when they die. So, the first is the expectancy model. The theory states that the mind sees what it expects to see, based on the thoughts and experiences of the persons experiencing the vision like a self induced dream. So, basically, if you are dying or if you are having a near death experience, your brain might create the vision of hell or heaven because that's what you think hell or heaven looks like. Now, some people who have a near death experience where they see nothing and it's like total blackness. That's called the disassociation model. The theory states that in order to disassociate with the fear or sometimes painful experience of dying, that the mind sends us to a place of comfort and peace and gives us a sense of detachment from the body. So if you got into a car accident and you are trapped and you are bleeding to death, the pain is probably so intense that your brain might create an other place for you to go, and maybe this place is peaceful where you don't feel pain, but it's dark, black, and maybe you feel like you are dead. And maybe that's your brain's way of helping you out so you don't have to feel the intense pain. Now, when some people have near death experience, they say they see the light, and well, this could be the birth. Now, when a baby is being born, what it sees is a tunnel of light, and as it comes out, the light hit its eyes and it blinds the baby. This sounds very similar to what people see when they are dying. They see the light, so it makes you wonder, is it just a full circle, or what if when you die you were reborn as something else? And that's why you see the light, because you are being reborn. Now, let's get into real theories of why hell or heaven exists, and it all belongs to Christianity and brainwashing. And I think the gods watching over me didn't create the hell or heaven, at least the type of heaven and hell we see in movies or we know about. If you really dissect the original version of Bible, hell is mentioned, but not in the way that we know of. Now, there's even some priests who believe that translation of the Bible might have heightened the things about hell, cause maybe they wanted to scare their believers. Now, here's a priest talking about just that.
I don't think hell exists. I happen to believe in life after death, but I don't think it's got a thing to do with reward and punishment. Religion is always in the control business, and that's something people don't really understand.
Now, he's not the only priest that feels that way. There's a lot of others do too, but for everyone that believes in this, there's 10 that talk like this.
There is hell fire. There is fire in hell. In Mark chapter number 9, 4 times in talking about hell, he said it's a place where the fire is not quenched. Where the fire is not quenched. There is a literal fire in hell that is burning right now.
Now, this may be a little confusing as priests are Catholic and Christian are different. But I am just trying to say that idea of hell has been around for a long time, and it's not just Christian or priest, but pretty much everywhere. But to be honest, nobody knows what real hell looks like, so we just believe in those things what we see in movies and what we have read. So yeah guys, that was it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and liked the video. Take care guys, stay safe, see you in the next video, peace.